Let me be perfectly clear before I get into this review. I've played all the Hitman games, and while they have their faults, I thoroughly enjoy playing through each of them. However, the original Hitman, Codename 47, released in 2000, suffers a small number of incredibly infuriating mechanical and technical faults, making it not just an average game, but a bad game. It does have a decent story regarding Agent 47 as he begins his career with the agency by assassinating dudes across the world before uncovering a conspiracy regarding how and who made him. The distinctive zaniness of the series is well and truly alive in the writing and settings. All the villains are absurd caricatures, and some of the character models look ripped from an American McGee game rather than a hard-boiled shooter. As you'd imagine, Hitman has you taking up hits on different people for large sums of money. The game is paced where 47 takes up a contract that may require completing additional levels before you're able to neutralize your target properly. It starts to feel pretty gamey. A lot of your targets are essentially bosses that require a shit ton of bullets to kill, and they're usually guarded by a small army. There are some things I really like about Hitman. The store system you can access before each mission is great, as it allows you to stock up on a multitude of different armaments and gear to tackle your objectives more effectively. At a higher price, of course. A few of the levels are really interesting, and there's a good variety of locales, like Budapest, Hong Kong, Colombia, and the Netherlands, each feeling and looking distinctive. But here's where my grievances arise, as Hitman just isn't a fun game. It's not even open-ended, it's deceptively linear. Successfully completing a mission requires following a very, very stringent path. Everything's scripted, making figuring out the correct path NPCs will follow repetitive and tedious, as it's also quite easy to break the scripting, meaning a freeform approach to the gameplay is out of the question. This trial and error design is just the worst because it's so time consuming and so fucking boring. Now I could live with this, but Hitman suffers an absurd flaw which dooms it for me, the lack of any saving or checkpoints. This has you playing the same 20 to 30 minute long level again and 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 again. There's no chance at damage control, since once shit gets fucked up, it's impossible to recover. You've likely failed, or now the odds are so stacked against you that success becomes untenable. What's more, stocking up on weapons and ammo is meaningless since you just can't survive the onslaught of bullshit that's thrown your way. There can be swarms of enemies that either overwhelm you or snipe you with pinpoint accuracy across the maps. That doesn't mean they're smart, oh no, they're really fucking stupid. Look at these dipshits far away and kill themselves. Seriously? It only takes 1 or 2 hits to the head to kill 47. But what about that body armor I purchased? Useless unless you're struck in the torso. Fan-fucking-tastic. You seriously lack the ammunition to deal with so many bad guys. Since your guns are so inaccurate, bullets go all over the fucking place, regardless if it's an assault rifle. Even if you do hit someone, it doesn't matter, since they're total bullet sponges. You'd think a few 45 ACP rounds would do the job, but nah, they're fine. But I know what you're thinking, it's a stealth game, so combat should be avoided. However, these issues are put upon you, especially in some levels like this jungle enviro, where there's enemies patrolling everywhere, with them being able to spot you out of view. That's fucking cheap. A silenced gun? Helpful? Fuck no when you miss from only a few meters away. The simple lack of a save feature makes the stealth fatally tedious. And when you do die, which is a lot, you can respawn back into the level a couple of times. Why? At this point, the mission is more than fucked, and you'll probably get gunned down within a few minutes. A lot of the issues faced in the game weren't new or unresolved for the time. Thief incorporated similar mechanics while still having a quick save option. Other 3D games didn't have the shitty camera that makes it woefully difficult to properly assess your surroundings. Just too many things piss me off from enjoying Hitman. Again, it simply isn't fun nor fulfilling. I just can't recommend this game to anyone. There's very few qualities that are worth the investment. You can see the glimmers of something great, but it's dragged down to the depths by a frustrating product. However, there is a silver lining. Playing the first Hitman makes Silent Assassin look like the gold standard of game design, which I plan to talk about soon.